Hi guys, my name is Bobby Dimas and you are welcome back to the Not Your Normal podcast series.
You're listening to the Not Your Normal podcast. Subscribe now.
Thank you for tuning in, and if this is your first time here, do not leave without subscribing. If you're listening to this on any of the podcast platforms, or if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for joining us. So last week I didn't post an episode because of the ongoing situation here, and we content creators have decided to take a step back to try and see how we can help in this situation. And as part of that, most people have decided not to put out a lot of content. I don't know how many people are keeping up to date with that, but I personally haven't put up the regular content that I should normally be putting up, and that is one of the reasons why we didn't post an episode last week. And what is the ongoing problem I'm talking about? It's the ongoing situation with SARS, the ENDSARS situation going on in Nigeria. Now, if you are listening to this episode from outside the country, you probably will start or have started seeing a lot of things. You've started seeing a lot of trends, and basically it's just police brutality here. And it's not just, I think it's not just, with the agency called SARS, that's the division of the police. It's beyond that, and that is one of the reasons why, this whole thing has been going on. Bear in mind that we've been dealing with this for a long time. We've been dealing with this for years. We have lost a lot of people. I've lost a friend, and I think that the youths, we are just tired. Like, people are just tired. People just want to see change. People just want to see action, and that is why the protests have been going on. It's been peaceful. There have been situations where lives have also been lost as a result of having people attack the protest, but people are still keeping it together. People are still trying to be as peaceful as possible with it. And today's episode, I'm just gonna talk about how this is affecting content creators. How has this I'm going to speak on the terms of being a videographer. If you have to go out for shoots, you have to do photography, and by chance you get stopped by one of these people, two things are gonna happen. Okay, one thing is them stopping you. They are just going to profile you as a thief. Okay, now depending on what you're carrying, if you have your laptop with you, you're going to be looked as a cyber criminal. But if you do not have a laptop, you have your camera or something, your gears and all that, you're going to be profiled to probably as a thief, I guess, or someone that has stolen those properties, because you're going to be asked to present a receipt for those things, right? I know it's weird, it's crazy, because how can you ask somebody to present the receipt of gears or things that he has bought way back? That's like asking people to move around with their receipts for whatever it is they're buying. Do you understand? And did I say two ways? I think there's a third one. The third one would be to search your phone. You would be asked to provide your phone so that they can look at your phone, check your your information and stuff like that. And if you are very unlucky, this probably would happen most of the time, and that will be the extortion of money. That will be collecting money, taking you to an ATM to make sure you either empty their account or or whatever. And I recently put up a video. On this, and the video is on my Instagram, link in the description. The video basically carries just some of the incidents, the most recent incidents that you probably see. It's sensitive. You depending on if you are able to watch it, but you would see just a little bit of what is happening in the country and what has been happening. Just a little bit. I can promise you will see that in just 1 minute. And just that 1 minute of what you watch, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. And basically back to the issue of how is this affecting content creators. This would make you become an introvert because you start to have the fear of, not wanting to go out, not wanting to have an encounter with these people because of the kind of stories that you hear. Because how are you supposed to start proving that you own a camera if you're not carrying your receipt all around? And I don't think, if you're listening to this and you're not even in Nigeria, I do not think someone is going to ask you for a receipt for a camera that you have just finished using for a shoot or something. It's the problem, guys, is it's really deep. And this thing, based on the state I am in, it's kind of minimalized, I guess, to a certain extent. It's happening, but it's not as much as people in other states. There are other states where people are really, really suffering this, and it's been terrible. The experiences are really, really terrible. You could get killed. You could get killed in minutes, in 5 minutes of you experiencing or coming face to face with those people. You could get killed. That could be the last time you would ever see your family or something, because they do not have the heart of pity. They do not have, there is no I don't even know how to put it. There's no, I don't know the word, man. I don't know the word. Like, there's no procedure as to what would happen if you were to meet these people. There is no procedure. It's between you and a gun. It's just you face to face with someone holding a gun who is ready to pull the trigger if he's not getting what he wants, And I just recently watched a story. This is not just happening to young people. This is also happening to a lot of, older people, okay? But the young people, in the field of whatever field, if you happen to be in a field where you have to use your laptop for your work, you have to work on laptop all the time, you're into design and all these things, yes, it's going to be a different story. I promise you that. It's going to be a different story, because they would want to see your laptop. They would want to search your laptop. They would literally take their time to do whatever search they have to do, to get what they want. And believe you me, guys, it's really not an experience you want to have. We talk about police brutality, and I have seen a couple of videos from other countries like the US and and all that. But to some extent, I think that even there is more accountability, with that of the US. Like, there is a procedure. There are things that, if such things happen, there's, you're able to identify. But in this case, you're not able to identify anyone, because I don't even think we have a database of, of who these people are. They do not wear uniform. Okay, maybe I didn't mention this before, but they are not on uniform. So if you're expecting to meet someone on uniform to address you, that's not gonna happen. You do not have rights when it comes to this. There's nothing as rights. The right to talk, the right to be able to have privacy to whatever you own, it doesn't exist. And guys, it's gotten to the extent where I've been seeing a couple of videos where people have been complaining of having break and entry to their homes in the middle of the night throughout this period of the protest. Okay, and it's really terrible, and that's what we've been going through, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't post last week. This is how it has also affected, or how it is affecting, content creators, photographers, videographers, whatever you are. You basically put a target on your back, because you're seen as a young person hustling. You're seen as a young person carrying equipment that probably cost a lot of money, and it basically just puts a target on your back. It basically makes you vulnerable. Okay, so if you think, and that is why it's very rare. I don't know how many people do this, but I personally try as much as possible to avoid late night shoots. Even if I have to do a late night shoot, I'm probably going to, get a place close by to, crash or something, because having to drive home or having to like move and have to experience any of these people and get unlucky on that particular day, it's not something you can even predict, because you would think that you can predict what will happen. You would think that you can fight your way through it, but the probability of you coming out of that alive is a really really it's a really really 70, should I say 90-10, 95 to 5% of you coming out alive. Well, 99.9 to 1% of you coming out alive. That is basically it. So this is some of the things that we have been fighting, and this is some of the things that we face. And if you're in Nigeria and you're listening to this, keep your heads up. I pray we get through this together with a peaceful protest. A lot of people are doing their best. People are standing their ground. People are online retweeting, tweeting. People are out at different locations protesting, and I'm just so glad that this has not just brought a lot of people together, but you can see the unity, you can see the love, you can see how people are ready to come together to be able to fight for a common good. Okay, and it's just it's like a breakthrough. It's like a huge move for people here. And if you are not from Nigeria and you're seeing this, you can always support us. You can go on Twitter to see what's going on, to help with the trends, and just be part of just support the movement, man. And yeah, it's really been hard for the last couple of days, and we are really pulling through. I would be letting you guys know what happens. We'll be having another episode next week. We would pick up with this from next week. We have a guest coming up. We would see how to keep this moving regardless of what's going on, because a lot of people have their minds on, scrambled, and and that's why we do not have a guest here. I was supposed to have a guest so we could talk about this, but probably, like I said in one of the episodes where I said that we might have an extra episode upload during the week. Maybe that will happen this week. I do not know, but we'll see how that pans out. If people are ready to come on the platform. Regardless, I would keep you guys informed. Thank you for all the support. We are almost at 800 subscribers on YouTube. I want to say thank you. I've been seeing people listening from different parts of the world. Thank you for listening. Canada, Turkey, a couple of other countries, US, UK. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in every time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the comments people leave. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the support. I'm really grateful. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. And stay tuned. Do not go away. Come back soon. Peace.